Possible side effects of the practicing the orbit of synchronized attractions. Once you start to create the orgasmic energy, you can find yourself highly attracted to spending more and more time with yourself, less and less likely to settle for the first pleasurable encounter that may show up with another. Another aspect is you may find yourself drinking a lot more water. You may find yourself eating lighter, eating less meals. You may find yourself desiring incredible postures that express beauty and a deep, intimate connection to your breath. You may find you watch less TV and that you spend less time on the internet and more time with yourself. Typically, when the practice is in full practice, meaning an hour plus, usually for myself, per day, there tends to be a shrinking of the abdomen, and there also tends to be a playful, childlike energy that erupts the more certain aspects of the body is penetrated. And I use the word stroke, however I would prefer polishing. So when the body is polished and penetrated, these energies create a state of consciousness that allows aspects of yourself to be experienced possibly for the first time. One of those is the suckling babe, meaning maybe some of us didn't breastfeed, and there's a possibility that this attribute is a direct reflection of that. No proof. However, the sucking instinct is still intact and can be activated through postures, breaths, and paradigms. You could say you see many people who are resorting to expressing themselves as children or babies. This isn't quite exactly the same thing, but ultimately it is possible that those individuals are seeking a environment, a stage where they can nurse, and now they've put on the outfit and put themselves in that place. You may find that you can go right for the suckling babe energy by activating that aspect of the mouth, tongue, and throat. On the rectal level, it's a little bit like opening up Pandora's box. Once this energy is awakened and nurtured, you will no longer see that part of your body the same, and it can take over for a while, meaning a very strong attraction, almost to an addictive level, can erupt at all the gates: nipples, throat, rectum. Of course, we all know about the pelvic thrusting region. Most of us have explored that to the point of exhaustion. The other aspect of side effects is a super strong imagination. And of course, in quantum physics, what the bleep, they say that the mind does not know the difference between a memory and a real event. Meaning, when you have that perception that cascades a chemical out into every single cell of your body, and it doesn't know the difference between the real thing and a memory, which would mean the same thing for imagining. Imagining that as part of your memory. It is part of your memory once you imagine it, and if you reimagine it, you are activating, in a sense, a virtual reality within the self. Once one's eyes are closed, or there's a gaze that is a meditative gaze on a specific aspect of the outer world, whether it be a reflection in a mirror of an aspect of your body, or just your posture in its beauty. These aspects are side effects that tend to become stronger and stronger as part of a relationship with the whole self. And the desire to flex and work out and have time for the self will grow and can become quite demanding, to the point of eliminating certain aspects of your personality. Well, what's an addiction? Some say an addiction is when you give up very important things in your life just to take care of one attribute or one behavior. Well, we all do a lot of behaviors that we never let go of: breathing, sleeping, eating. And in the sexual realm, if one walks away from orgasmic pleasure energized and filled and ready to take on more, that's a pretty healthy addiction. And once one nurtures and domesticates the animal self, it shows up with more and more grace, more and more intimacy, a deeper connection, and a love affair with the whole self, all aspects of the self, getting to know the female, the male, the suckling babe. Part of the paradigm shift can be to imagine yourself any one of those: the suckling babe, the male, the female, the animal, the alien, connections with God, connections with the divine, whatever words you may choose to describe the creative power of the universe. So the side effects in general, from this perspective, are all very positive. Yes, it has shifted my priorities. I do eat less. I do drink a lot more water. And because of that, the health has improved to a point to where there has not been a doctor visit since '99, and even that was not necessary. So, not to say that everyone is going to have the exact same effect. However, there is a possibility that if you have that attraction within you as you hear these words, you're one of those people who will have that experience. If you're indifferent, then this is probably not for you. If it's boring, it's not for you. If you're strongly repulsed, at some point you have business with yourself in these ways, intimate ways. Peace.